Today is testing day. We have our EcoFlow River 3. I have a tablet, Mevo Core, Starlink, travel router, and a bunch of chickens, and my extra battery. I'm going to plug everything in. We're going to let everything start up and see how long. We'll put something on the screen here on this little tablet to see how long this combination will power a setup. So we'll be charging and running the Mevo Core. We'll be charging and running the tablet. We will be powering the travel router, and we'll be powering the Starlink with a 12 volt, 100 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery, plus the EcoFlow River 3. We'll be using the AC outlet as well as the USB outlets to see just how long this is going to give us in a real world setup where I'm not just powering the Starlink and the travel router, but I'm also powering a camera, also powering my control device, all the pieces to see just how long this is going to last. It'll take me a while to get it set up, but we're going to let this run as long as it goes. It may be days before this exhausts, but we're going to do our best to try to get everything that we can documented for how long this actually works. We'll see. I should have mentioned I only charge my EcoFlow River 3 to 90% to try to save long-term that battery, keep it from wearing out. So we'll turn on all the parts here. For the LiFePo battery, we're running from the terminals to a 12 volt socket and then to an XT60, which is what we'll plug into the side as though it were a solar connection. And so now we're going to see that we're actually both charging and discharging the EcoFlow River 3. I'm at 10% on the Samsung tablet, and so it's going to have to charge as well as run this device. We're letting Starlink start up. It takes a while. I haven't run it in a little while. We're letting the travel router be my connection to Starlink so I can check my alignment, my obstructions, all that good stuff. And then we'll go ahead and start a stream from the Mevo Core so that I can pull that footage later and have something for you to see. Let's go align the Starlink while it downloads software. That's actually going to have to go through a tree, so I'm not going to get great reception there, but I bet we can manage. Okay, so we're live. Everything's up and running. The Starlink is powered. It's done its thing. We're online. It's giving data. The travel router is going to be the Slate 7 Wi-Fi 6 travel router. It's up and running, doing its thing. The tablet is being charged, doing its thing. The camera is running. We're charging or powering everything with the LiFePo 100 amp hour battery plus the EcoFlow River 3. I'm running 36 to 39 watts of output between all of this. It shows 0 input, but I'm staying at 89 or 90%, which is what I charge to. So I know I'm getting input even as I'm using this. It's been on about 15 minutes. We're about to start the timer, and that way what we have running will run indefinitely, but or as long as this battery will let it. But so that's what's going to be on the stream. Will be the timer there with the Starlink in the background. We should get a beautiful sunset in a little while. It's just completely blown out right now, but we should be able to see just how long this runs. 4:15 p.m. on Tuesday will turn into Wednesday. I'm confident. How much further than that it goes, we won't know till we get there. But we are all 3 ports on the USB. We're running one plug-in port here. I do have the option of plugging in a 12 volt adapter, and I could even charge this extra battery if I needed to do that, or run another camera through it. Or this is enough of a test, I think enough of a challenge for this battery setup, adding the extra 100 amp hours of battery life to see what it actually gets me if I were going to have to do this on a weekend and just stream and see how far we can get. So we'll see you back in a little while and check in on how far we're going. So to come back and give an update, the battery on this camera was so low that it died and killed my stream. So what I did was go ahead and find my 12-volt adapter and plug into here. Now I'm running about 48, 47, 48, 49 watts of output, but it's dropped my EcoFlow enough that it's now reporting that the other battery is charging it. So I'm getting 99 watts input, and I'm running 4950 now, 49 watts output, as I'm going to go ahead and charge this battery. It's at 39.5%, so it will slowly charge up. This output with an adapter is a little bit more powerful than the USB-C when I've got all three of those plugged in, so that's going to be better for that battery over there. Keep that camera up and running. Everything else is still powered, and we're probably about 40 minutes into. I'm still sitting at 89% on the EcoFlow, but I am transferring some power from the extra battery into the EcoFlow. We'll be back. Our check-in at 6:39, which puts us 2 hours 45 minutes or so into this test. We are charging still with the LiFePo battery here, the 100 amp hour battery. It is putting in 9,900 watts into the EcoFlow. We are using 58, 59. We were at 48 or 49 last time, 50-ish. But the cable that I was trying to charge this battery with wasn't charging, so I've swapped it out to the amount of charge never went up as I was left it plugged in for these couple of hours. So I've changed that out, so it's actually charging. So there's the extra 10 watts that we're using. It's settling into 50 to 55, 56, 57, somewhere in there, kind of bouncing around. And bouncing around is typical of the Starlink. For some reason, when you have a Starlink connected, you get a fluctuation of 4, 5, 6 watts of output. I've seen it do that, and it seems to be unique to the Starlink. Anyway, we're charging everything, powering everything. The charge on the tablet is going up slowly. The charge on the, on the camera. Charge on the camera is going up as well. It started at 2%, now we're at 41% over the last couple of hours as it's both streaming and charging there. So looks like we're doing okay. We'll check in again later. About 5 hours of the batteries being on and connected. It is 8:38. We started this a little before 4. I started setting everything up a little before 4. The tablet has charged up some. It's slowly charging. The camera is slowly charging. The battery is slowly charging. It's finally at 92.5%. We started at 39%, I think, on it. We were at 2% on the battery, and it's on the tablet, and it's 32%. So it's able to charge everything and power the Starlink and power the router all at the same time. And I haven't yet gotten into the EcoFlow River 3's battery. We're still sitting at 88, 89%. If it drops a percent from 88 to 87, then it will allow the other battery to charge again, and you'll see that that input wattage go up to 100 watts. It'll bring it back up to 89, and then all of a sudden it stops charging as it recognizes that it's full, and then kicks back on. Let's turn that back on and see. So there's it just hit 87%, and the charge input is coming up towards 99, 100 watts of charge there, which means it's pulling from the extra battery, but it's only pulling from the extra battery when it starts recharging. So it'll rock along at 89, 88, and it hits 87, and it'll put in another set of charge. So it seems to be remarkably efficient. I have no idea how long this is going to last because I'm not testing the power that's left in the extra battery. I'm just looking at what's in the EcoFlow battery, and I'm still fully charged there, or as fully charged as I let it go. I let it only charge to 90%, so it saves that battery. It doesn't wear that battery out as fast. By not going to a full 100% and the damage that does to a battery. So anyway, this could be days worth. I have no idea. We're going to keep coming and doing this. I'll be getting ready for bed soon, and I probably won't do another one tonight, but we'll look at it again in the morning and just see how long this thing will last. So we're 17 hours in. This is Wednesday morning. Started this on Tuesday afternoon. It's coming up on 9 o'clock in the morning. The camera is fully charged, the tablet is fully charged, the battery is fully charged, and everything else is being powered. But we are not yet using the internal power here. I'm still having that 89, 88, 87. It kicks back on and begins to recharge from the other battery. So I don't know how long this is going to go. 17 hours, and we're still running strong. Not even yet to the battery on the EcoFlow River 3. We're still using the 100 amp hour 12 volt battery to keep it recharged. And there it just kicked in again, 87%, and we're beginning to see it go 96, 97 watts input into that battery. So this is going to last a lot longer. $11 o'clock a.m. check-in. We're 19 hours into this test. We're running the Starlink, the travel router. We're powering camera, charged the battery, got the tablet on power as well, and we are still powering the EcoFlow River 3 from the extra 100 amp hour 12 volt battery. As it drops to 87%, we go back up to 89% because I've got the cutoff set at 90. For this particular, it saves that battery, makes this unit last a lot longer over a long period of time. And we're feeding 94 watts of power into this one. So as we're draining that one, it doesn't give quite the 99 or 100 that I was seeing yesterday. But 19 hours in, and we've just been steadily streaming the entire time. One camera, one router, one Starlink, one tablet, all being charged. And powered. They were all pretty much exhausted whenever I plugged them in, and so they've charged them up to full and are still rocking and rolling. We'll check back in a few hours and see where we are. We've had a live stream running for 21 hours. The battery has been charging everything for almost 22 hours, and we are still running strong. It looks like we may be pretty close to the end of the 100 amp hour battery because it's only feeding at 15 watts of power into the EcoFlow River 3, and the EcoFlow River 3 is at 86%, which is below the threshold to start recharging. It's not giving near the 100 watts in that it was, so we may be getting close to the end of this test. It's going to go over 24 hours, there's no doubt about that, because the River 3 will go more than 3 hours easily. But we are at 1 p.m. on Wednesday. We started this a little before 4 on Tuesday, and we're running the Starlink, the travel router, the charging the tablet and the camera and the battery, all of that coming from one EcoFlow River 3 and 100 amp hour 12 volt battery combination to get this test run. We're going to let it run until it drains and see what happens then, but we'll report back in just a few minutes. We are right at 23 hours in. The extra battery has stopped sending any charge into the EcoFlow River 3. Well, it's back up to 3 watts now. It's fluctuating between 0 and 3 watts at this point. So I thought it was time to break out the old tester and see how much battery is left in the extra battery. So let's see what we've got here. It is trying to output 10.25 volts of a 12.8 volt battery. That's pretty much at the bottom of its capacity, and so it would probably be healthy to go ahead and disconnect this so that we don't do any damage to the battery that we're trying to use here. So See if we can catch a reading there. I'll make sure you can see that. So yeah, there's 10.25 it's trying to output for a 12 volt. It'll charge up to 14.4 volts, and so 10 is quite a bit different. It's not giving a whole lot. It's not helping anything, and it could do damage to the battery. So we're going to go ahead and disconnect that battery from what we're doing here. Let's see here. So I 3D printed some knobs to make it easier for me to connect and disconnect these. Works really well. Just heat press the bolts into, or on, the 3D printed part onto the bolts. Makes it really easy to put on and take off. So we're down to the EcoFlow River 3 power only. It says I've got about 55% of the battery left, and that's going to give me about 3 hours of run time. We're at a load of anywhere between 33 and 40 watts coming out. 245 watt hour battery in the EcoFlow River 3000 watt hour in the extra battery that we were using. But now we're down to the last 3 hours. We are right at, acorns are falling. We are right at 23 hours from when we turned everything on. And it has been, with a couple of hiccups, acorns falling, a very steady stream. At one point, the battery charge was so low when I first began that it wasn't even keeping up, and so I had to let it charge a little bit to catch up. And then I had an issue just a few minutes ago towards the end here, where the stream died, and it didn't tell me why, but it made me sign back in. So some kind of glitch happened, and but I got signed in, and we're back up and running a good steady stream again. But it's been an adventure. We may get 24, 25, maybe even 26 hours out of this setup, and that's something I did not expect. I am quite pleasantly surprised at what this very easy to move and set up unit is going to give out in the field.